This
broadcast is live.
Oh shit! Oh man, now I got
live.
Dude, I gotta move that. I gotta move the little logo, the live button.
Oh, covers
It's
up
over the live streaming. What a fucking rookie mistake. That sucks. That's all right. I'll figure it out. So this is cool. People can see our faces now.
Hey guys, what's up, everybody?
This is like a new thing for anybody listening to the audio. We are doing our first ever live stream of our own. We are kind of doing this behind everybody's back a little bit so that we can figure out all the kinks. Namely, already kind of the logos are misplaced, that I got to move some stuff around. But after doing the live stream with the B3F podcast last week, we decided this is kind of the next step that we'll have to take as we keep growing our podcast here. So we're doing this one behind the scenes a little bit. We didn't let anybody know, so we'll at least post the audio. We'll see how this comes out, and maybe we'll put the video on there as well. But we're excited to be able to do videos and live streams, and like I said, we have a lot of cool stuff coming for 2021, and this is kind of that first one. So cheers to you, brother.
Yeah, cheers.
So before we get started, what I am cheersing today is from some new friends of ours over at Acronym Brewery. We reached out to them. I think it was Lacey, right, that reached out to them.
Yeah. Lacey's been all over.
Yeah, our unofficial manager, Lee's wonderful wife, Lacey. But she reached out to Acronym and let them know like who we are and what we were doing, and they'd say they'd love to give us some beers to try and to stop by and say hi. So I swung out there a couple weeks ago and met with Liz and had an awesome experience. They hooked us up with a couple of these crowlers from beers to try. She got us some glasses, right? I think you got a pint glass. A couple of stickers, and then she walked me around the back. Do you have your glass ready? Oh, no, I thought you were reaching for your glass.
No, you know what it was? I'm laughing because my phone, Twitch, notified me that we're live.
Oh, sweet. The one person that knows that we're live.
Hey,
look at that. Hey, man, it's official. Live. Right on. That's like some Inception shit, like seeing ourselves.
Yeah, right.
But no, she gave me the whole like tour. I got to go behind the scenes. It was awesome. Got to see like their whole thing. I put up a bunch of photos on our Instagram of just kind of their layout, and you can see all the tanks and everything behind the bar. But we're really excited now that we have this set up, and we're kind of working out the kinks here. We're gonna eventually go back there and do a live broadcast with their staff, with the brewer, with the owner there. And we're really, really excited. That's kind of one of the main things we wanted to get to when we were initially started doing this podcast. And we talked about it, is how cool would it be to go to different breweries and different places and not just have guests on, but actually go places and sit down and do things like live remote at places that we just want to hang out. So can't say enough good things about how awesome and welcoming that they were from us, that we were just complete strangers that had no idea who we were. But I'm drinking the Black Hat, which is it is a dark German beer. I don't even want to try and say it. It's a German lager. It's like Schwarz beer, or I don't know how you're supposed to say it in German, but it was a collaboration brew that they did for the American Beer Fest Pro-Am, and I know it won a couple of awards. It's fantastic. It's really good. It's similar to like a stout, so it's that dark like roasted malt. But it's got a little chocolatey, little extra spice on the end. It's awesome. It's really great. And I love making the joke of saying I'm only having one beer, and it may or may not get caught up in the camera, but this is a quart is the size of this one can. So it's great to say, no, I only had one beer, but a few glasses of this is awesome. But now I know you and Lacey were just at another brewery, right?
Yes. Very excited. We went to a brewery in Pennsylvania, not too far from us, and it was called the Mortal's Key, and right in the Pymatuming campground. It was awesome, and they were really cool with us. They gave us some swag. We bought some beers. It was just awesome experience. They took us in the back and showed us the brewing process. And we're actually really excited to announce here that we're going to be going back to Mortal's Key on February 6th with all of us together. We're going to be live streaming from there February 6th. So you guys are definitely going to want to stay tuned. Check that out because it is going to be awesome. Something you're definitely
Yeah, man, this is awesome. So I mean, we make the jokes about, moving up and, all these fake sponsors and stuff, but we're so excited. This is
This
really
is
what
legit.
it's
It is
what it's all
happening,
about.
guys.
Yeah, we really can't believe that we're getting these opportunities to do these and go places that pretty much everybody we've talked to has been just so cool about it and just like super open and really supportive of like, yeah, hell yeah, come on by. Like, yeah, we'll do one with you. Obviously, they don't listen to these at all, or else they would immediately tell us to fucking kick rocks. But yeah, so we don't have a time set for that date just yet. But that's in what? Is that 3 weeks from now?
Yeah, February 6th, I think that's 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, February 6th. That's a Saturday. It'll probably
We'll
be.
definitely keep reminding you.
Oh yeah, we'll blast you guys out on social media. We'll let everybody know. And yes, Lacey, we can see your comments. So look at that.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so this is pretty cool. So we do have eventually, once we get this live stream going and letting you guys know about it, we'll be streaming on Twitch, on our YouTube page that we just created, and then as well as on our Facebook page. So you'll have the ability to leave comments while we're doing our live stream, and we can see them. We can see them on the show. Lacey's really excited. She's testing out for us. So if you watch the video, you'll see all of her comments kind of popping up there. Beautiful, but that's awesome. Good to know that this is working. This is fun, dude. This is crazy.
Which is really cool.
So like, what was it, like a month and a half ago when we started doing this, or I guess 2 months or so, and we were like trying to figure it out, sending each other like Microsoft Paint drawings like on our phones of what we were going to do. And then now fast forward 2 months and
right. And here we are. And
right.
My audio sounded like garbage on our first episode because I recorded in the kitchen,
Right. Yeah.
We've come a long way since then.
Dude, and we were going to do it on our phones, but then we both ended up getting mics like last minute. So it's crazy. It's crazy how this is going.
And I know we wanted to touch on here. We were talking about going different places and just things that have happened this week. So I know that's something that everybody's been upset about and really down about in this crazy 2020. One of the absolute most upsetting things that has happened, and I know that Justin feels the same way about this, is Taco Bell getting rid of most of their menu items, including the potatoes. Yes. And just how heartbreaking and devastating it was for everybody.
Now I almost took a day off of work when I heard this. But did you see that they just announced that potatoes and many more items are coming back?
I cannot wait for the potatoes to come back.
Dude, listen, I think so. I feel like a hipster when it comes to Taco Bell potatoes. Like I was all about those like 10 years ago, man. They were fantastic. And then like once they got banned, everybody kind of jumped out there, and I was like, come on, you guys haven't been eating these.
And
those were a go-to for me.
I ate those loaded potato grillers at least once a week, I think. Like,
oh no, dude, it was the cheesy Fiesta potatoes. You get them in a little bowl. They were like $1.
Right.
They weren't even on the menu for a while. You had to be in the club, man. You had to be in the know.
Like the speakeasy at Taco Bell.
Right. Dude, we joke about this, but I've probably paid enough rent to Taco Bell to keep a couple of stores open over the years. And that is my go-to guilty pleasure as far as fast food goes. I know there's been like all the different rankings and tons of people have always done those. Like, what are your top 5 or what's the best one out there? For me, hands down, it's definitely not the best food in the world out there. You probably find something better, but if I'm driving around, that bell just somehow, it's got a magnet on me, man. It's like Scooby-Doo. Like you smell that and it like lifts you up, like the little scent like grabs me and drags me by the nose. Like I just somehow end up into their parking lot,
It's the greatest. I think it's the quintessential drunk food,
food, right. Oh yeah.
And they know it and they live it, they don't even try and hide the fact that this is what they are. Awesome.
Yeah, they were the first ones that like started opening up. Like, we're going to stay open till like 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, that's not for the breakfast rush. Like, because we know you fucking idiots are right. You're coming to see us.
When I was a kid and they started, it was not because they had an advertisement campaign that was fourth meal.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He's like, the first time Lee saw that commercial, it's like fourth meal. His eyes lit up. Like, why have we not thought about this? You don't have to eat just 3 times. It's fourth meal.
Right. Oh gosh, what was that? That reminded we if anybody's like Hobbit or Lord of the Rings fans, but you remember when they go through that whole spiel, you know?
Yeah, we've had one breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast, second breakfast, 11sies, afternoon tea, lunch, dinner, supper. We actually tried right. We actually tried to do that on a cruise we did. It was either last year or the year before, or now that it's 2021, whatever it was. I think it was like 2019 when we did.
Right.
But we decided one day that we were just out at sea, we were on the boat for the entire day, that we were going to try and do like a Hobbit day, right? Mm-hmm. And eat all of those meals. And in theory, it sounds fantastic, but it was terrible. We made it to like 3:00 and we were miserable.
Well, especially because you're drinking the entire time too.
That may have had something to do with it.
Because I think you can't do both. You have to either eat very little amounts to drink all day, or vice versa. Because you can't.
How dare you insinuate that I was drinking all day?
You can't eat and drink all day because it doesn't work. Because you don't drink enough to get a buzz, and you've just eaten too much where you're lethargic. You have to find that balance.
Where were you to talk us out of this, man? It did not go over well. We were so pumped. We talked about it for days on end. Like that was it. We were so jazzed for it, and then clearly by like beginning of the afternoon, like we made a mistake. This is bad.
Well, let's be real about this. If I was there, you would have talked me into it.
That's true. 100%. 100%. Listen, I don't do a lot of things well in my life, but I feel like I'm really good at peer pressure.
For sure.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but I definitely do. I feel like that's a hidden talent. God, I can't wait. I saw that they were doing something. They mentioned though, with not only bringing like potatoes back, but they were doing like the meat alternatives. You know, you see a lot of places doing. So
right.
I know Taco Bell has like a good amount of like vegetarian options, or they used to, you know, with like the potatoes and everything like that. But the only one that I haven't had like the Impossible Whopper or anything. The one I had was it was Dunkin' Donuts. They did like an Impossible sausage breakfast, and it was terrible.
Oh, really?
It was so bad, man. We always like talk shit up in here, like everything that we love and everything we like, but God, it was bad.
I remember breakfast is great in general, though. I mean, the donuts are good, but the breakfast sandwiches, I feel like in general, just always lack.
Sure. I don't mind them. I don't mind Dunkin'.
Really? I mean, here we go again. The breakfast potatoes are fire. Like the hash browns.
Dude, potatoes. Dude, just shut up, potatoes. I mean, I'm not sure how we got here, but listen, man, shut up, potatoes. They're the best. No, I like Dunkin', but it was so bad. It was like a deal. It was like a 2 for $6, and you know me, I'm fucking cheap. So anything I could do, I was like, oh yeah, I'll get a deal. I buy one, and I went to work, and luckily for me, there's one. I mean, I have to pass it to get into the driveway to work. So I was a little bit early. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna grab one. And God, it was terrible. So bad. Now, like the veggie burgers and the other stuff, like those are great. I've had
even the Impossible Whopper. I've had that, and it's really good. Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, I think people make the mistake of it being healthy, and it is absolutely not healthy.
Really?
You know, no. I mean, it's still crazy, a lot of calories and stuff like that. But it's good. It tastes like a Whopper. I mean, I feel like if I had a Whopper and that next to each other, I would choose the Whopper. But if you hadn't just eaten a Whopper, it's good.
Really? Would it have passed the test if somebody like in the commercials that are all, you know, typically fake anyway? But if somebody said it down to you wouldn't have known.
I don't know. I think so, but I like to feel like I know the taste difference. I'd like to think that I would know the difference.
This is coming from somebody who said you love cheeseburgers more than your own water. I know.
I'm just listen, okay. I'm trying not to seem like the fat ass that I am, but I feel like I would know the difference. All right, is that what you want to hear? The fatty in me would know.
Listen, I told you I had the superpower, man. Pure pressure. I'll get it out of you. Well, no, dude. Hey, you fucking let's recap on that. I'm gonna hold you to it. You just shared some awesome news with me after our New Year's episode. You told me what your goals were, but what are you down to now, man? You just hit a pretty big landmark.
I have 25 pounds, almost 26.
Woo!
Yeah, right.
I don't know how to edit anything in this one, so I'll have to figure out how to do some like fireworks and shit. But dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's happening. Hopefully.
Right.
They
Didn't
can
mean to
do
call
it.
you out like that. It would have sucked if you're like, well, I gained 5. Yeah.
No, you knew it.
Yeah. No, I know. But
You can. I think. I think just like even looking at myself in the camera, I think you can even see it in my face and stuff.
I
Weirdly,
was thinking about that yesterday. I think
I
that's what it
always.
was because I was talking about your glasses. I'm like, oh, did you get new glasses? Maybe it was, dude. I think
You and Kate both commented on my face, and not in a mean way. Kate and me both. But you and Kate both mentioned my beard, and I'm like, I don't think that's it. I think I just lost weight. And you can most of the time when I start to lose weight, you can see it in my face.
Sure, I think that's pretty common, right? Yeah,
Which is good because my face is fat. Like I have the roundest face. So
this is bad, man. Now that like we actually have video, now people are going to see. You know,
yeah, right.
we can no longer make the joke that we have faces for radio, which is still
do.
true.
I mean,
it's still right. Yeah, we didn't do anything to enhance our appearance, right?
Don't be wrong. I'm self-deprecating, but I think I'm still cute, so it's all right.
Right, you're cutie. That's so funny. It just goes to our narcissism that like, man, people have been listening to us for 2 months. You know what? I bet people want to see us too.
That's true. You know what? People can't get enough of us.
People can't get enough. Right. People can't get enough. I know. Not only do they want to listen to us, they want to see us too. God. It's so weird, man. It's such like a self-centered concept, but don't stop listening to us. We need you. We need our sponsors. Thank you.
Oh. Yeah, free beer and quitting jobs. That's the goal, right?
Free beer and quitting
jobs.
Make
it happen,
dude. I feel like that's something we need to like reestablish every episode. So you guys know what our goals are: is to continue to get opportunities for free beer and eventually sign that Joe Rogan-esque $100 million Spotify contract and quit our jobs.
Right. It's gonna happen.
It's a 2-step process. You know. The first step's pretty easy to get to. The second one might be a little bit loftier, but we'll see. We shall see.
So I did have a couple questions lined up for you here while we were talking.
Right on, man. Hit me.
The first one I've got here is you have to relive one day of your life forever for the rest of your life. What day do you choose?
Oh, God. The day we started this podcast.
Ooh,
No. It's probably like a shit day too.
That's a cringy day.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable with this question. You go first. I got to try and figure something out. Do you have one?
I think so. I feel like in most recent memory, I think one of the most fun days I've had, and I don't like at risk of excluding people here. I love everybody. I love my family and all my friends and stuff like that. So I don't want to exclude anybody here. But I think one of the most fun days in my recent memory was when it was just like me and Danny and Lacey drinking the first time she came to visit at my house. Like when she lived in Southern Ohio and she drove like 3.5 hours to see me before I went to camp. And we just spent the night drinking and like hanging out in the rain and doing whatever we wanted. And I feel like, and this is gonna sound really corny, but I feel like that's when I knew that like this was going to be something, you know? So I think that was probably the day I would live over and over until the next morning.
Yeah, right. Until the next morning when you're like, fuck, I'm never doing that again.
I drank all night and then I had to go to a doctor's appointment at 8 a.m. in downtown Cleveland.
Why does that always happen with Danny too?
I didn't even know about the doctor's appointment. That was the worst part.
I feel like the last probably 4 or 5 times I've ever drank with Danny have ended up that way.
For sure.
Just somehow, I don't know. Maybe the last time we ended up doing karaoke in Geneva.
Oh man, that was fun. So we worked at camp then too.
Yeah, dude, we shut that bar down, man. What did Danny sing? Family Tradition.
Family Traditions by Hank Williams. Yeah.
Shout out to Danny. Danny, you need to come on and be our drunk musical guest.
Man, I hope he's listening. I don't know if they listen, but we got to get them listening. We got to get those guys both on, I think. Especially them together would be a fantastic episode.
Yeah. Hey, Danny, if you're not listening, fuck you. So you better be listening, Danny.
He just had his second baby.
Did he really?
On the first day. It was the first baby born in the new year at that hospital down there they went to. So
good for him, man. That's awesome.
Mhm.
We'll just get Danny drunk every episode and have him sing.
It'll be hard
We'll just cut midway to our musical guest, and it's just drunk Danny singing karaoke.
You could announce them like they do on Saturday Night Live and musical guest.
That'd be awesome. Dude, I don't know. Day I want to relive. That's tough. I'm gonna go recent memory too. I don't know if even just day, but we took a anniversary trip, me and my wife, to Italy and did about a week there. And the day that we were in Rome was like just the ultimate best day for me. Like being on vacation,
Right.
traveling, being with her. And I got to tour the Colosseum, and it was so cool. I'm a big like history nerd, and I love that stuff. We got we had an awesome tour guide. Everything just kind of went really well that day. And it was like perfect weather. We got to tour around the Colosseum. Afterwards, our tour guide like told us some really cool like local spots to get some food. We stopped in this like little hole in the wall spot. It was like they made these little like it was like an Italian calzone, and but it was a hole in the wall place that like nobody really knows about unless you're from there. We like stopped, had a beer, got these little calzones, like walked around the city. It was cool. So
Anytime you can
probably
go
say,
somewhere
yeah,
and get like a real local experience is cool.
dude, I
For
feel
sure.
like that's worth its weight in gold, man. I think that's
Mhm.
awesome. If you know, no matter if you're like traveling abroad or even just traveling to a different city, just having that like spot that somebody recommends,
Mhm.
as opposed to just going to like a big box store or like a chain or something.
Right, or a tourist trap or something like that, right?
Mhm.
And we've said that before. Not that tourist traps are bad, but there's just something to be said for those little places that
Dude, we are hole in the wall people, man. That's just who we are. We like the small bars, like the tiny little diners. Like it's just who we are.
for sure.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
We'll
What else
spend another one here.
what else you got, Lee? You got
Another brain teaser here. If you could make a holiday, what would it be like, and what would its traditions be? And then there's another part: what would people eat? So I think traditions and eat could be kind of the same thing
traditions
because
neat.
here, especially in this country, I mean, food is so heavily tied to holidays, and I think that's every country probably like worldwide.
That's really it.
Traditions are
I think most holidays, at least for me, when we celebrate, it's just an opportunity to eat and
exactly
so
right.
we get together and like we eat specific things, but that's really more what it's based on now, I guess.
Especially as an adult. I mean, as children, the holidays are all sort of different. You have all these different things that you do, but
Mhm.
as an adult, it's really just like eating and drinking together.
Yeah.
Is the whole holiday.
Right. Right. I so this is funny. I do have an answer for this one. So I want to proclaim a day called Customer Service Day, right?
Oh,
And it is
that's cool.
not what you think it is.
Hmm.
So I want a day where anybody who works in customer service or sales can say whatever the fuck they want to the rude, terrible people that they have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and there
That
are
would be
zero
fantastic.
repercussions. So, and I feel like there should hopefully be like cheering in the background, like crowds of people, like yeah. But I think that would be awesome. Like you hear all the stories and stuff, like shutting down like different people and to use the term loosely, like the Karens out there and all that. But I just think it would be great to have one day a year where anybody there in customer service can just tell anybody off. Just be like, no, fuck you. I'm not doing that. Like you're a dick.
Right, as
And there's just no it's like a purge, like everything is totally fine for 24 hours. And then after that, everybody just goes back to normal.
right, and as a customer service employee, I wholeheartedly support this.
Oh yeah, man. If anybody's ever been in some, even just normal jobs, just everybody
Right,
gets a day. It's like the purge, just without like the murder and all that. Like
right.
everything's just fair game. Like you just let everything loose, and then you just go back to normal. I don't have any traditions. I feel like that in itself is just the tradition. But we'll eat nachos that day because that's my favorite thing. And
You got to drink the tears of your customers out of your coffee mug.
yeah, right, exactly. We will eat nachos that day because I've come to this realization when somebody's talking, you're like, oh, what's your favorite food or whatever. And I don't know if I was listening to somebody, it was another podcast or something, but how they determined it is like, okay, well, you know, you say like pizza is your favorite food or something, but like,
Mhm.
have you ever in your life been offered pizza and said no? You know, like, yeah, there's definitely a time, you know, someone's like, hey, do you want a slice of pizza? I'm like, no, you know, I'm not that hungry or whatever.
Mhm.
I cannot remember ever in my life saying no when given the opportunity to eat nachos.
That's a good
No,
point.
I don't think it's ever happened. I don't think I've ever turned it down. I've never had the opportunity. Either somebody's offered it or it's there and I just haven't eaten it. Not a chance. So for me, that's how I determine, not to get on a weird tangent here, but that's how I determined my favorite food is if you've never turned it down when offered, or you never would in the opportunity.
That's
But
a good point. I hear that. Yeah.
we're getting
Um,
fucking deep here tonight, guys. Yeah.
and and that just brings up such like, oh man, with the stuff going on, we usually have a party for the Super Bowl. At
Right.
least me and Sean have started the tradition of having a party for the Super Bowl at our lodge, which is kind of different because we don't drink. So one of the big things
Oh,
we do is we usually have this huge spread of food, and it's like if we just put out a huge spread for nachos,
yeah.
huge, and gonna miss that this year, man.
Dude, I saw something online where somebody did I don't know if like quoted it or not or trademarked, but they called it table nachos. Where
Yes, yeah,
Did you see that?
yes, I did,
Oh my
and they just
god.
made like it was an entire table they just covered with a tarp,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Yep.
That's a
Oh,
great
dude.
idea.
So in our family, we do like our big tradition is like family like birthday dinner, right? So
Hmm.
you know we're all adults and you know there's no like gifts or anything like that, but we always do birthday dinner. So if it's your birthday, you decide what we eat, and most of the time we'll we used to like go out sometimes, but probably for the past 10-15 years, it's just we'll get together, typically at my parents' house, and whoever's birthday it is, they don't cook, you know, and we'll
Right.
cook whatever meal that they decide, you know. And
Hmm.
I've done nachos a few times,
Hmm.
but immediately when I saw that video, I was like, dude, I cannot wait until my next birthday because we are 100% doing table nachos.
Table nachos. I
Yeah.
remember we came to one of your birthday parties, and it was because it was for you at your family's house, and we had homemade KFC bowls
Oh
for
yeah,
whatever
stoner
you
bowl.
wanted.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that
dude.
was
We go all out, man.
that was great. Yeah, and we also
We're really
played we played those minute to win it games,
dude. That was a blast.
and of course Justin wins. Justin's one of those guys that is like good at everything.
No,
Like,
I'm not, dude. No, I'm not.
yeah,
So
don't
it's
let him
funny.
lie to you.
Okay, so I'll admit most of the time I am, but you'll definitely appreciate this. I found that person in my life that is
Mhm.
like that. That's just like, oh, what is this? Darts? What do I just throw it in the middle? Like, do I win? You know? And it happens to be my boss.
Oh, I think I remember you telling me about
the
that.
the
Yeah.
owner the owner of the company that I work for is exactly like that. Is just one of those guys that's just good at anything and everything he picks up. And I never realized the frustration on being the opposite side of that. And I
Mhm.
used to always argue that I'm not that guy that's good at everything until I was like, yeah, no, I can do that. I could probably beat you, you know. And then he just beats me at fucking anything we do. So frustrating. It is terrible. So I'm sorry for that, but
Not at all. I'm not ultra competitive. I play things to have fun, so it's okay to have a friend like that.
yeah. We you did well yesterday though. We did a game night
Yeah,
with the wives yesterday. But
that was fun.
you crushed. Did you win the last game?
I did. I did.
Did
I
you?
was
Oh,
gonna say that I won the last game.
oh,
Yeah,
you did.
for the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah,
Whole kit and
yeah, that was the
caboodle.
rubber match, right?
Can't
I've,
speak.
I've been drinking. I'm not going to try and say that. Not a chance. Not a chance. But what would you do, Lee, for your what was the question? If you could create a holiday, right? And then what would you eat at it?
I really think that it like I like it's just hanging out with friends and family is the thing that I like to do on holidays and pretty much all of my life. And and I love summertime especially as I get older. I love being like
Yeah.
we are my locally my parents have a pool here, so we spend a lot of time there in the summertime. as a family, and we just go over
Mhm.
there. And I think that's got to be what it would be like. So it would just be like kind of like I don't know what I would even call it. Just
Like another 4th of July kind of thing, like a
relaxing
summer
day. Yeah.
cookout, you know?
And that's all it would be. It would just be a day, like an excuse to have off work on a Monday in the middle of the summertime. Like
Yeah, I love it. That's a great idea putting on a Monday too.
it would have to be on a Monday, like the third Monday of August or something like that, or maybe even earlier, the second Monday of August every year would
Oh,
just
I like
be
that.
like summer's grand finale or whatever.
Dude, do you think we could nowadays you see like there's always every day, like on every calendar, it's like National Hot Dog Day
Right.
or National Pet Your Cat Day. Like
Hmm.
we could probably just bullshit our way into making these holidays,
For sure, we should make it happen.
Absolutely. All right.
The
Our thousands and thousands of followers, you need to get on this.
petitions,
All
yeah.
of our listeners, we'll start a petition. Dude, I feel like that. I feel like we could absolutely get at least one of these on there, if not both. Let's do
Well,
it.
they were talking about making Juneteenth, and that could be our next one. That could be a national holiday.
What's Juneteenth? I don't know what that is.
Um, Juneteenth was the day that the slaves were emancipated.
Oh God, I'm terrible.
I know. That's why I made that
What?
face.
What? I know. I saw that face. I was like, oh fuck, this
There's
is
a
not gonna
petition to
end
make
well
it a
for me.
national holiday. Yeah.
Oh man. And moving on.
And it
All
absolutely
right.
should be, right. And Justin
Yes.
supports that. Yeah.
Right. Yes. 100%. I support that. Man. So in the same episode, I claimed that I was a history buff and then also fucked that up.
Well, you didn't know because it was the didn't know the lingo. You can say that, right?
Let's blame it on this delicious beer by Acronym Brewing.
Right. And you said it was a German name.
It is. So their name is Black Hat. It is a German dark lager. It's a Schultz beer, or however
Like
you say it.
anything you say in German has to sound angry.
Right.
Yeah. Gesundheit.
Right. Everything sounds like you're declaring war on somebody.
Right.
Yeah. That's funny. No, this is really, really, really good from Acronym though. I dig it a lot. It's good. So out of the 4 beers that they gave us, I was like, and we're obviously doing this remote, so I couldn't share this one with you. And I was like, listen, if I open up one of these, like this is going to be 3 or 4, glasses of beer, which is no big deal for professional reviewers like us. Right. But the other 2 that I have left are like 9% and above. And I was like, listen, I'm not going to try and record and drink all of that by myself. Like this is not going to go well.
Right.
We saw what happened last week with B3F with our buddies down in Tennessee, which were, I think, at least for me, it's been a long time since I've drank liquor.
Right.
And they were
on top of it, I think was the biggest thing.
Listen, that should have been the caveat, right? Is because we were drinking beer on top of that. So all the shots that they were taking, we were doing as well, but we also happened to be drinking craft beer just to kind of pass the time.
Right.
Because we're degenerates like that. Like,
right. And they called us adorable and they were giving a shit for it, but we were drinking like twice as much.
Oh yeah, easily. Right. And we were drinking beers from Mortal's Key, right? Which we drank the Kolsch, we drank the stout. The stout's like a 9% or some shit.
And the porter, I think.
Oh yeah.
We had 3 different ones because we split a crowler and we had the Kolsch and the porter. We had 3 different beers from there.
Oh shit, we did. We had the Acronym beer first. Yeah.
No, we split. It was from Mortal's Key, but it was I had bought a crowler and then the 2 4-packs.
Did you?
Yeah. So
I don't think that's right. No. I think we had the Acronym beer because where did the?
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. Excuse me. It was Acronym's beer first.
Yeah.
One of their crowlers.
Yeah, because we did. It was like an American ale or something like that. It was like a lighter something. We're like, oh, we could drink this just to kind of like pass the time, It was a great beer, but it wasn't super heavy or anything like that. It was going to mess with us doing shots or anything. But I actually forgot how great picklebacks were. Those were phenomenal. Picklebacks. Hey, shout out Picklebacks, man. Right. So anybody who missed last week's episode, we'll shout that out again. So we did a live stream with our buddies at B3F podcast. That's letter B, number 3, letter F podcast. They're 2 guys out of Tennessee. One of them is a fellow coastie like myself. But they were awesome. We had a blast with them, but they were the first people to get us to drink liquor, and we did some pickleback shots with those guys during the stream. And it at the end of it, we thought about doing another episode. The plan initially was for us to record an episode with them jointly as well right afterwards. And we both kind of looked at each other. It's like, dude, there's no way. Like, right. I think Lee said the word lit like 18 times. We're like, this is not good. This is not going to go well. Like we got to reschedule, guys. But, so they made fun of us because we couldn't hang, but we'll try and justify it and say we drank a lot of beers too. So.
And we proved it. We did.
Which we did. We definitely did. They're still. I think all of those beers are still like strewn about my garage right now.
I did. I noticed that when I pulled in and I said, "Hey, that table's still there with the beers on it."
Yep, it definitely is. And my lovely wife definitely does not remind me about it every day.
And different episodes or different comments now.
Yeah, it's just your wife. I accidentally hit that one. I'm trying to do some of these, like as we're talking about them, but
right.
But that one I fat fingered on the laptop here. But
we were talking about games earlier. I have kind of a game for us here too. I was gonna play. If you're interested, we can play Would You Rather for a little bit here.
Oh, I love those.
Would you rather questions?
Yeah, let's do it. Turn the label around, Lee. Your lovely wife just said.
Oh,
what label?
I was drinking Diet Mountain Dew. They wanted me to try the label for some reason.
Shout out Mountain Dew, our official sponsor. Drink About It podcast.
You got to be more hype when it's Mountain Dew, right? Like aggressively hype about a Mountain Dew sponsor. Right? Yeah, Mountain Dew.
Dude, listen. We talked about it. Was it last episode or before we did with B3F? The one we did with what was it with who was it that we were talking about the sponsorships?
Didn't you say we were talking with Josh?
Oh, you're right. Yes, the episode with Josh where we were talking about we added like 18 different sponsors. Right. We said, like, listen, we're not even on like Mountain Dew's level. Like it's gonna be Dr. Thunder or what is it, Mountain Rush or something?
Mountain Lightning, yeah.
Mountain Lightning. We should look into reaching out to Mountain Lightning.
Mountain Lightning. All right, let's do it.
Listen, that would be the coolest. I would rather have Mountain Lightning as a sponsor than
that would be so cool.
That'd be fucking sweet. Like, dude, we got this cool new sponsor. But like, Mountain Dew? Nah, better.
Nah, fam.
Nah, fam. Mountain Lightning.
Get on my level.
Oh my god, that's great. Oh geez. All right, so what's the would you rather you had?
So the first one I've got here is: would you rather wear no underwear or no socks for a year? I think this one's pretty easy for me.
Hold on.
I mean, if you
hold on. Here, hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. 3, 2, 1. So
okay, I think that's right.
I'm gonna see if we're on the same, right?
So we're gonna go 3, 2, 1, and then
so you're thinking no underwear or no socks. So you're choosing the one you don't want to wear, right?
Okay, right. So the one we don't want to wear after, right. So we're both going to say the one we don't want after 3, 2, 1 for 1 year.
Got it.
So, all right. You want to count down? You want me to count down?
No, I want you to do it.
All right. So 3, 2, 1. Underwear.
Socks.
No.
Oh, dude.
You would wear no socks for a year?
No. I'm saying, hold on.
Okay, so I think we're on the same page.
Dude, I could not seriously just fuck that up.
We did, but I think we're on the same page here because I could not go no socks for a year.
I agree.
Not even no contest.
Hold on. Given the opportunity, if I didn't live in fucking northeastern Ohio where the air hurts our face when you walk outside, I would definitely switch my answer if I didn't live where I lived.
Oh, see, I think I would still rather wear socks.
Listen, if I was in like Carolinas or Florida's, nah.
Even just sitting around the house.
Ever. Nope.
I'm a sock foot person.
The only thing holding me back on socks is that we live where it's freezing cold.
Even
if it was warm all day, nah, dude, you're crazy. What?
I can totally go crazy.
Why would you wear socks in Florida?
I just like to wear socks like just in and around the house, just lounging to be comfortable.
That's so weird, dude.
I know.
Don't tell me you sleep in socks.
I do not sleep in socks.
Oh,
I don't do
I was gonna say you got to be a fucking serial killer to
I
do
think
that.
so.
Like, it's the only people that do that.
Only people, yeah, I totally, I think that too.
That's a hot take, but I stand by that. Listen,
I even
if you wear socks to bed, I don't think that you don't murder other human beings for sport.
But I think, I mean, like going commando for a year. I mean, it wouldn't be the ideal situation, but it could be done.
I'd be all right. Oh yeah, no, I'd be all right. I didn't say you couldn't wear like shorts and pants and everything like that. Yeah, right. Exactly. Nobody wants to do that, but dude, if you lived in Florida, what do you need socks for?
And if you lived in that, I guess you're right. You could make the
And if you lived in Florida, you don't want to be wearing underwear anyway.
Well, I don't know. I think there are some situations. I mean, like definitely swamp ass would be a thing.
Yeah, right.
So
you gotta hear that shit out, man. Oh man. This has been a fucking awesome episode. I'm loving it. We're having fun. It's been a while since we've done one, just me, you, and me, man.
I think we needed this. This was good. I think
I needed this too, man.
I think we needed to come back to the roots a little bit, and I think to prove that we could do it. I think to ourselves, and this is going really. This was good.
Lee, were you having doubts, my friend?
I was worried. Not about you. You seem to keep you always keep this conversation going very well, and it always seems like I don't know what I'm going to talk about.
We were actually talking about that before the episode started. Because we both sat around all day thinking about recording tonight. We're like, fuck. But like, you write anything down? He's like, nah. I was like, me neither.
So. You want to do another Would You Rather?
Yeah, I like these too. I like these ones.
So this one is, would you rather a best friend or 5 really good friends? That's a tough one. That's a really hard one.
No. Best friend. Done.
I think you're right. I think best friend is the way to go.
You fucking better think I'm right, you asshole.
That's true.
I specifically said that so quickly just to make it awkward for you.
Yeah, you can make things awkward.
Yeah. Right. Oh, dude, that was great. No,
I think past the decade, when you've known somebody past the decade,
agreed,
they lose the ability to make things awkward for you.
I would have said maybe 10, 15 years ago, 5 friends over one, you know.
In high school.
Right, sure. Right. But as an adult, fuck, I don't have 5 good friends. I got 4, dude.
Right, I work with this person. I like them enough.
Yeah, I don't fucking need that many people, dude. I need 2 or 3 ride or dies. That's about it. I'm good.
True. Truth. I agree.
That's funny. I have a would you rather.
Okay.
This is just that I've done before. Would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Hands for feet or feet for hands? Do you lose the ability to walk on your hands for feet?
No, but you still have all of the bones and the dexterity and the feeling and the I don't know, vulnerability of how soft your fucking hands are.
Right. I think in that case,
I think that's fair. I would say that.
In that case, I think I would definitely take hands for feet.
Hands for feet.
Does that mean do you get feet for hands? No. Okay, so you still get hands for hands, but you also have hands for feet.
You also have hands for hands. That is true.
So I think hands for feet would actually be a huge win. Can you imagine like having 4 limbs that all had the dexterity of hands? You could you could carry a lot more stuff. I think that'd be a huge win. You could totally do things that other people couldn't do because you had. I do not have baby hands.
Lee, tell us about that time you were in a commercial for Burger King.
Yeah, right. I think my hands are. I'm only 5'4". My hands are comparable to the size of my body.
Your hands are proportional. I don't know. See, I initially would agree with you on that, right? But I feel okay, if I'm moving quickly and my wife's gonna laugh at this because I somehow stub my fucking toes at least 100 times a day around my own house that I know where everything is at.
Right.
But so imagine right now you stub your pinky, right? As you're walking, you have all these extra joints now in your hand and like
That's
things
true.
that can get like caught on. So now you're trying to run, but you're running on your hands.
Yeah, okay, but then you choose to lose all of the motion you have in your hands, and you have feet, and you have to like clap, like pick things up like a dolphin.
Yeah, dude. Well, way to be super insensitive, Lee. A lot of people live like that, man.
And I would be chucked. You would have to be bad for
Yeah,
that.
right. Nobody would choose that. No. I'm gonna go feet for hands, and then I'm gonna amputate my feet for hands, and I'm gonna get like fucking go gadget hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I'm gonna get a fucking hook, and then I'm gonna get like a grappling hook or some shit on the other one, or like a boxing glove.
Right. like like in the cartoons where it's got the big spring. Like,
Yeah, right. Like a spring boxing glove and like a Captain Hook on the other one, and I'm gonna keep my feet. You're trying to fucking like climb trees like a monkey or some shit, but
you totally could with feet for hands.
you
for
could,
feet.
you
If
could,
wanted. I mean,
you could absolutely revert back into evolution and go live like a monkey, or
exactly.
you could live in the future like me and have a fucking hook hand.
When you have that lower body strength combined with hands, I mean,
that is true.
Legs are fighter.
Listen, that's true. Oh my god, imagine an MMA fighter
with hands for feet. They would be unstoppable. They would be a superhero.
Yeah. The new UFC is just fucking hands for feet.
Like it's not even just a foot coming at your face. Now you have a fist with a leg attached to it.
Right.
You have the entire body weight behind a fist.
That's that's fucking funny, dude. Oh man. I like that one. That's a good one. I could go either way. I see benefits to both. I stand by my answer, but I appreciate yours more now. I like that. I like that a lot. Specifically for joining the UFC to be the new fucking welterweight champ. Fucking hands for feet guy. Whatever.
No, you'd have to go like
No, it would be WWF more than UFC.
Right. You have to go like caveman or something like primal like that,
Right. Oh yeah, that nickname or that entrance name writes itself basically. Sad acronym. I'm out of beer.
Oh, okay. So here's a good one I found.
Got a good one.
This is kind of a deeper one. Would you rather have perfect memory of your past or be able to see 1 minute into your future?
Ooh.
I think I have an answer for this one already.
Go for it. I do too, but I want to hear yours.
I think having such a poor memory right now, I would much rather have the perfect memory of my past. I feel like I could learn more from the perfect memory of my past than only being able to see 1 minute into the future. Because if I could have a perfect memory, I mean, just think about how the ability to learn, you would gain just because of the things you were able to remember and things you were able to retain. And I don't think you could learn that much seeing a minute into your future. I mean, you could avoid small things, but the big things take time.
That's true. That's fucking deep, man. I would say, don't they say like you forget like 90% more than you like remember?
Like that, for sure. I mean, so much of our memory is based on repetition. But if you could remember everything perfectly after one time of experiencing it or hearing it, you'd be genius easily.
Damn it, man! I was going to say the opposite, but you made a really good argument. I'm going to say 1 minute in the future still, though, just because I'm selfish and I want to know what's going to happen.
And then together we'd be unstoppable.
Yeah. I'm going to say, yeah, right. And then I'm going to take my fucking hands for feet and join the MMA and wreck face.
Lacey said, don't worry, I can tell you about 7 years of your past. Yeah, she's got the perfect memory.
That's funny. Well, I have like Rain Man memory, man. Like I don't remember anything actually important, but I'll remember like me and you are very similar in that same sense of like I'll remember lyrics to a song I heard twice 10 years ago. Amen. But it's not like, oh yeah, I remember this tune. It's like, no, I remember the lyrics exactly, and it has to be exactly like this, Mm-hmm. I hate being that guy. I don't want to be that guy, man. And I try not to be like, oh well, actually it was like this,
Right.
I try not to be, but man, dude, I feel like my memory just for some reason is stuck on that setting of it's like, oh, let's remember every note to the Kim Possible theme song, but not
right.
like anything actually prevalent to your fucking daily life, you know?
Right. And like even like all the time with like stupid music stuff.
Yeah.
Like my little sister Lauren at one point was for some reason going down this music memory thing that she had. And she's not like Lauren is not into music like I am into music.
Right.
So she sent me that System of a Down song, Chop Suey.
Oh, there
And
you
she
go.
was just like, so she was just listening to random music. And she was like, Lee, what was that song where they were in this like dark, creepy circus in the music video? And it was kind of a heavier song. And like, and at first I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I figured it was that Seether song that clear up the wings that get you. And it was just this
Oh,
random
wow.
song from
Really?
like middle school. And it was
Yeah.
just insane. Yeah.
Dude, isn't it? It's so weird how fucking brains work like that, man.
Yeah, right.
I think it is. What's
The Remedy, that's what it was
like,
called.
yeah, Remedy. There you go. It's weird, like when you hear something too, like for me, like audio, like I'll hear like the beginning of a song or something, like boom, it all rushes back, you know.
Like
or
some songs, then like I've noticed it's more like one note. You can recognize songs sometimes,
yeah.
like especially like so recognizable songs. Like even like they've been had that thing going around. I don't know if anybody TikToks, but they play that note, that first note from the Black Parade, and you
Oh
can
yeah,
Black Parade.
Right. Shout out Gerald Way.
Yeah, right, Gerard.
Gerard.
That's right. It's the acronym.
Gerard, Geraldo.
Right.
Dude, I had no idea like that dude was so fucking. I'm obviously super talented for like all the music, but you watched the Umbrella Academy, right? Too, or
I have not watched it yet.
We were talking about it, so it's so weird. Like we ended up watching probably 3/4 of it before I even realized that was the comic that was based off the comic that he wrote. It's nuts, absolutely nuts. Some people just have too much talent, man.
Right.
Like we were listening to what was it? A Star Is Born with the movie with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
Oh man, that girl sang.
Oh my god! Oh, fantastic! Just
like people give her crap for her music.
They give her way too much shit. That I honestly, after re-listening to that soundtrack, I was like, she's the greatest singer of our generation. Hands down,
100% agree.
Hands down,
100%.
Hands down. I'll die on that. Like I'll die on that hill. She's so good.
And she made. I mean, I think the whole popularity thing. And then she kind of just like fell off because she stopped doing that stuff and became more of an artist. Right. You know, she's not like wearing meat dresses to the Grammys anymore. You know,
oh, the good old days.
Right. Because you can.
No, go ahead.
I think she had to do that to fall into the light, but she totally stands on her own. And you know, it's kind of in that same category is Miley Cyrus.
Sure. Yeah, dude.
Phenomenal voice. And she did some things in the beginning that have like caught and brought her out in that spotlight, but just a phenomenal singing voice.
Yeah, dude. She does a really cool like stripped down version of Jolene, which is like awesome. Absolutely love it. It's really, really good.
She's supposed to be doing a whole cover of Metallica songs.
I heard about that.
Metallica covers.
For it?
Yeah.
Check it out. Check it out. I'll give it a shot. She did a good. We were talking about like the whole Joe Rogan podcast thing. She did a really good episode with him. You should check it out.
Yeah, let's check that out for sure.
It's like typical Joe Rogan fashion. It's like 4.5 hours long, but it was actually really, really good. It was cool. It like dove back a lot to like her past and shit, and like growing up with Billy Ray and Achy Breaky Heart, and having fucking Dolly as her like godmother. You know, it was cool. Oh yeah. But I was saying what got me on that tangent is like some people just have like with fucking, how do you say his name? Gerard Way. Like some people just have like too much fucking talent, man. Like with A Star Is Born, like Bradley Cooper, like, oh dude, you're super attractive guy, millionaire fucking movie star. Oh, I'm just gonna randomly learn how to sing and play guitar now.
Right.
You know, like, fucking leave some talent around there for the rest of us.
I especially have, I mean, respect for people that like, I mean, we were talking about before the episode here, we like Phil Collins, like playing guitar and singing is one thing, but like when you can play the drums and sing at the same time, or play bass and sing at the same time, where you're harmonizing and there's also the rhythm there, that is incredible. It's insane, really, because it's so difficult. You
Yeah.
know, as far like someone who has some music experience, not a whole lot. You know, played in high school, but just crazy
Dude,
talented.
why did Phil Collins go so hard on that Tarzan soundtrack?
He didn't have to, but he
He didn't
totally
have to, man, but he did. He did it for us. He
did.
didn't have to go that hard, but he did, man. Ah, what a great soundtrack. That shit still stands up today.
For sure. Oh yeah, you can totally put it on. We listened to it the other day. We listened to that one song the other day. The um
What was it? Please serenade us, Lee.
well, so close and yet so far.
Oh my god, what a great soundtrack! I'm gonna listen to that tomorrow for sure.
Trash in the camp.
Yeah, dude, one of the
Did you go to Disney with band? We played that. We played that at Disney. That was so much fun.
no, I didn't do that. I didn't go on the trip. I think I failed out by then.
Oh, you went to right. You were at you were in the career center by then, probably.
Yeah, I was at Auburn at that point. It was when was it Schwartz? Who was that guy?
Yeah,
was it Schwartz?
Yeah.
You failed me at that point. I was already out. Yeah, dude, that Phil Collins soundtrack, man.
Do you remember like the 6 days we sat next to each other in band? That was the best.
Dude, those were the good old days.
They
What the
moved us
hell?
so quick.
Yeah, that's about. I'm surprised we made it 6 days. Yeah, or however long it was, a week, whatever. Yeah, that was funny. What the fuck? We're playing like tuba or some shit.
I played baritone and you played baritone sax.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We sat next to each other.
Yeah, when I switched instruments in efforts to not fail. Yeah, still failed. That's funny. How the fuck do you fail band?
Not practicing.
That's all it was, man.
You can do it.
I tried to stick it to the man and be like, nah, I'm not gonna take this instrument home. This is a baritone saxophone. Thing's heavy as shit. I ain't carrying that thing.
But all you had to do was really fill out the paper.
Right. It was a principle thing. I tried to like prove a point and I lost. Yeah, well, whatever. Oh, that's fucking funny. NSYNC in Trash in the Camp.
Oh, NSYNC is in Trash the Camp. I didn't know that.
Are they really?
Must be. Lacey's usually not wrong about that.
What? You're right. Lacey isn't typically ever really lying about that. I did not know that. NSYNC is in Trash in the Camp, as in the song in Tarzan. That's funny. I want to look that up. That's very funny. I did not know that one. Do you got another would you rather, Lee?
I have an all right one here. I think would you rather have a bad hair day or a bad clothes day? And I think that's another easy one too.
Oh, that's dumb. What do you think?
That's dumb. I immediately go bad hair day. I can always wear a hat. I'm a hat guy. Obviously, we're both wearing hats right now.
Yeah, we are both wearing hats. I'm gonna say, yeah, I'd probably say no. I'm gonna say rather bad. I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna say rather bad clothes day because I do have good hair.
And I do too. And I think that's the thing.
Like, good hair too. You wear hats more than I do.
Yeah, I wear hats. I wear hats pretty much every day.
I want to wear hats every day, but like for my job, I have to like look relatively. Right. I can't like wear a hat every day as much as I want to.
And I think if that might be the thing. If I wasn't able to wear a hat to work every day, then I would probably rather a bad clothes day. But like I think being a big man, like you have to stick to a level of looking nice with your clothes, or else you just look immediately bad. Like you look.
No, I get that. Yeah, yeah.
Like, right. If you have like a stain on your shirt, like it is never a good look. Yeah, you know. Right. So you have to maintain like your clothes have to fit well. They have to be clean. You know, or else it just looks even worse. Sure. So I think I've always tried to be that. You know, and just in general, like cleanliness. I can be the fat guy, but no one wants to be the fat, stinky one. You know, because people are going to assume it's you.
Right. No, I totally get that. And I'm self-centered enough to think like, fuck, if I have like a stain on my shirt, like, whatever, my hair's good, you know?
and I guess I come from, I can always cover my hair up, but I'm very self-conscious, and my little sister knows it about me, and she picks on me about I have like just a little bit of thinning, and she just drives it in that it's thinning there.
Dude, it's funny. There's a buddy of mine at work talks about that shit all the time. His girlfriend was talking shit on him that his hair was thinning, and it was. They always say that it's from wearing a hat all the time, right? But I
That's
don't
a
know. I feel like that's some shit that bald
it is.
people say.
I looked into it. It isn't because I'm like I said, I'm very worried about losing my hair, and
Right.
it is an old wives' tale.
Yeah, dude. I feel like losing your hair from wearing a hat is just shit that bald people say to make them feel fucking better.
Well, and that's the other thing, kind of the double negative about wearing a hat as an adult man, people assume that you are bald right off the bat. Because
Really?
I think so, because most of the time the people that are hat guys as adults are bald men because you're covering something up.
Really? I don't know. I feel
I
like I
think
wear a hat.
that's what people assume because that's what I mean. If you look at it most of the time, the guys that wear hats don't have hair.
I feel like that might be like you looking in the mirror too much. You know,
Maybe I'm
like
projecting a
you
little
were
bit.
like, yeah. I think you're reflecting that on yourself, my friend.
But I don't get me wrong, I have nice hair. I
You
just
do,
don't.
dude. You got great hair. Listen, guys, Lee's got great hair. One episode we'll do this where we're not wearing hats. It is
Yeah,
funny.
now
We
we have to,
do
now that you can
we
see
do
it,
like
I'll have to,
in our casual lives, we do pretty much always wear hats all the time.
and like when you're wearing a headset too, doing stuff like this, it is more comfortable to have a hat on, I
It
think.
definitely is. It
Mhm,
definitely is. Well, with us, it's like we both have longer hair
mhm.
that like needs to be styled for the most
Moved.
part,
Yeah.
right? So when it's not done, it's fucking insane. It's
Mhm.
crazy. So it's easy to just throw a hat on real quick as opposed to going through, you know, all the hullabaloo, if you will. Surprised I got that word out. Hullabaloo.
Hullabaloo.
Hullabaloo. Hmm.
Dying down here, you wanna do another would you rather?
Yeah, let's do one more. Why not?
Would you rather?
I got
Hold on.
one more sip of this beautiful acronym beer.
I'm just trying to get a good one here.
Dude, I actually kind of like this whole live stream thing though.
Oh, it's great. I really like it too.
I dig it.
Especially because it allows people to talk to us. I think that's gonna be fun.
Dude, that's gonna be really fun. I agree. I think that's gonna be sweet, especially when we have some guests on here. The one thing
Yeah.
I want to find out is how it's going to it's gonna situate the screen with three people and how that may mess with I already have to adjust some of the um like some of the branding and all that on our episode, but
Mhm.
I'll figure that out. But I agree. I think it's cool having this chat feature. That's once we go to, we're only streaming right now on Twitch, which we'll post the video up on there. But in the future, I mean, anywhere that you comment on it, we'll be able to see it and be able to respond to you live, and we kind of see everything as it's coming in. So it's interesting. It's something we didn't have before. We didn't really even have that option where we were doing it the other way.
Right. I totally agree. And I think I've got a good one that I already have an answer for too.
Oh,
Ready
well,
for
how
this?
fucking convenient for you. Yeah, go ahead.
And I think you're gonna have an answer too. I think because it's pretty easy. Would you rather have your perfect body but be poor, or have a body you're never satisfied with but be rich?
Oh, yes. I do have an answer for this.
Go for it. I want to hear it.
Show me the money.
100%.
Yeah, buddy.
100%. No one who's satisfied with their body. I mean, it's unrealistic. I think
I
really.
I disagree.
Uh,
There was a time in my life where I was very satisfied, but I was not
maybe
a
that's
fucking I was not a fucking billionaire, could
right.
always use more money. Not anymore, but yeah,
Money
dude,
does buy
fucking
happiness.
I'm a right. Yeah, they just say money doesn't buy happiness. It buys a fucking jet ski.
Right. Do you live in America? Like,
Yeah, right. Oh man, what was that Daniel Tosh skit? You ever
yeah,
see?
right. It
Yeah,
is.
you ever seen somebody frown on a jet ski? You're like, nope.
My cousin crashed as he hit the pier.
Yeah, yeah. He had a smile on his face the whole time.
That's why he said smiled.
Right.
Um,
Oh, exactly. Fucking here's my example to that question. Rick Ross. Rick
right.
Ross has got a shit ton of money. Fucking millionaire, blows it all tons of money. Fat as shit. Living
And
his
that's
best
probably
life. Loving it. Loving it.
it.
Yeah, no, I'm straight, dude. I've been on one end of I've been close to one end of that spectrum. I'm gonna try the other way.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's totally better. Money can make you happy. I mean, and there's a certain. I mean, there's obviously certain points in that, but you're rich. You know what I mean? It says you're rich in this scenario. So if you're
Right.
rich, like never have to work a day in your life, rich,
Right.
and all you have to worry about is I'm a little fat, like who
Yeah,
cares?
bro. Take that money. I'm gonna hire me a trainer. Gonna get me some
Right,
good food. Yeah, right. I'm gonna fucking beat the system there. There you
right.
go. That's funny. Yeah, that was Avis. That was fun. I actually thought that you thought I was going the other way, but
No, no, I that one's pretty easy. I think you take the money for sure.
yeah, right. Definitely take the money. Always take the money. And for everybody out there, like money doesn't buy happiness. And yeah, we get it. It's a joke. Yeah. But really, give me that fucking money.
Here you go. This one's easy too, I think. Would you rather see $500 each time you make someone? Wait a minute, that's stupid. Would you rather see $500
No, that's
each
dumb.
time you make someone laugh, or 10? Obviously, $500. Who would choose 10? That's dumb. Next.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Would you rather know a little? Oh, I already do this. Would you rather know a little bit about numerous topics, or know a lot about a few specific topics?
I would rather know a lot about a few.
I think we already do. I think we're both those type of people, like jacks of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm in the other camp. Like I know a little about a lot. I would rather know like a bunch about something, you know.
For sure. Like to be able to be, and I agree with that. We're already there. We already know a lot, a little about a lot of different things. You know, we
Yeah.
just kind of scratch the surface. But to be able to delve deep in a topic and be like a professor of that field, you know, or like a, you know, I'm just thinking like totally like highest in their class, you know, to know that much about a topic is something that
Yeah.
I haven't experienced and will never experience.
Yeah. Not with that attitude, Lee. Gotta have a can do.
What am I going to be the master of here? Song lyrics? Good for
Yeah,
me.
right. Yeah, dude. I always say, man, I would have loved to go on that show. That fucking name that. What was it? Name That Tune with Wayne Brady.
Yeah,
Would have made some fucking money, dude.
for sure. I could do it.
Yeah, that would have been great. We should start that. We'll start a Name That Tune podcast spinoff of that. That's how popular we're getting. We're already starting spinoffs.
Spin-off shows.
Spinoff shows. Name That Tune.
We should do that. We should do that as a game. One of these.
Dude, that'd be cool. We could do that as like a live stream thing, right?
That'd be a lot of fun.
We do like a Name That Tune, and we'll play something. Hold on, let me see.
These live streams.
Let's fucking test that out. Here, Lee. I'm gonna test you out.
Okay. Don't go too hard. Don't make me look bad here.
I want to make you go really bad. Here we go. I'm gonna play you like 2 seconds of a song, and you have to name it.
Oh. There we go. That's Black Parade.
There you go. There you go. Oh man. Right. Ah, dude, that's fun. I think we'll try something like that for the live stream.
That would be a lot of fun. And the live stream can answer too.
Yeah, right. That's what I was talking about, man. Right. Do it for other people. Not just us. Dude, this is fun. I like this. I think this live stream thing could be cool. And I like the video, man. It's fun. We do this anyway. We have the video anyway.
For sure. Yeah, it's the way to go.
But this is cool. We can I can show stuff, you know. I think what it was.
It adds another level.
Yeah, it really does. I think hanging out with those guys last week at B3F, like seeing their setup and everything like that, just like, dude, we gotta step our game up. Like, we want to take this shit seriously. Like, yeah. Holy cow! Do you see like this poltergeist, like the fucking lights flickering in here?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Dude. Oh my god. Here you go. Hold on, ready? Sing About It podcast. I'm gonna go fucking get the username right now.
Sing About It episodes.
Sing about it. Don't drink about it. Sing about it. Chances are, if you're drinking about it, you're probably gonna sing about it anyway. Next week, our musical guest, Danny, with drunk karaoke. Oh, that'd be funny. Dude, this is fun, though.
I'm going to have to message them. That would be so
much dude, definitely. That'd be cool if we could get, like, Danny and John on together. That would be fun, too. Mm-hmm. Like, get the fucking band back together.
Right.
That would be sweet. We've got some fucking stories to tell, too, on you. So that would not go over well.
That's been a trend here lately.
It definitely kind of has been a trend. I feel bad about it, but everybody on has been just like bagging on old stories on Lee.
Now I had to be fair because I've had both. Because I get a lot of praise from like Erin because she knows that side of me. Now I have
True.
to go back and get people from the other side.
That is true. I mean, every time we raise you up, we gotta take you down a couple
For
more
sure.
notches,
So like
right?
every time I get called Lisa, someone has to come on and talk shit.
That's that'll be our new shirts, Saint Lesis. Oh, dude, we could do that. Fucking Saint Lesis,
Right?
the patron saint of drink about it.
Patrons say to drink about it, and
Oh man, that's keep an eye out, man. That's new merch coming.
it's coming. Merch is coming.
Merch is coming, dude. We had a lot of people like the hats, man. The hats
We're
came
gonna
out
have to put an
awesome.
order for those. So let us know again if you want a hat. We're gonna put an order in for them. That's happening.
Yeah, and if you want to give us a bunch of money so we can order these hats because they're expensive as fuck, let us know. We would love to do that. But no, man, they came out really cool. I think we're gonna stick with the logo. I want to try. So the whole like the beer microphone logo thing we got, it didn't do it when we sent the file over to them to do like
Mhm.
the laser etching into the leather. So I don't know. Have you ever used this is super random, but if you ever used like Fiverr, you seen that thing where you can like pay somebody like a couple of bucks to like do something for you?
No,
You ever
I
heard of
haven't.
that? Dude, it's weird. So this app has been around forever, but it's
Okay.
called Fiverr, and people post the rates, and a lot of it is like a lot of like online stuff and a lot of editing and logo work and shit like that. Or it
Mhm.
could be anywhere from like mow my lawn or something, or I'll write a song about you. You know,
Okay.
it's really really weird, but you could pay like $5 or $10 to somebody and say, hey, I need like this logo done or something like that. You know,
Oh, like
it's just like
vectorized?
what was that?
Like vectorized?
Yeah, right. And so there's like anything you can think of, you can pay somebody to do it, you know. But there's tons and tons of different, you know, designers and people that do that shit, you know,
Mhm.
more I get away with the very bare minimum in my professional life and doing this stuff. You know, I can keep a couple of things going and make some half decent social media posts, and that's about it.
Mm,
But I want to send it to them to, or maybe get somebody. Hey, if there's anybody listening that does that kind of stuff, they can help us out. I want to try and
I got
beef up.
contacts.
Yeah, I want to beef up our logo a little bit to where maybe when we send it to them to do the hats, you can see like the beer in the logo, you know, as opposed
Mhm.
to it just being open. But these first
That's
hats came out awesome. They came out really sweet.
they did. They're really cool. And it's comfortable. I like that hat a lot.
Yeah, so it's weird because we like you have a big head, I have a tiny head, and
Mhm.
it's weird that like this hat actually did fit both of us too.
Really well. Yeah.
Right.
And I've got about as big as it gets. I wear a size 8 like fitted hats.
Yeah.
Big head
I
club.
dude, I don't even know. I got like I have to wear like a child XL. Like it's bad. Really bad. Really bad.
Would you rather?
Would you rather? Yeah, right. No. Anyways, well, my issue is like the bigger hats. If anybody's got small hat out there, they know what I'm talking about. Like we put a hat on and it like sinks down over your ears. It's the worst. I feel like I'm like a 13-year-old lesbian. Like it's terrible. I look like a fucking idiot. But luckily, when these ones came in, that's what I was so worried about too. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be too deep. It's you know, most hats are like the unisex big hats are like they're always a little bit bigger. But
Mhm.
this these ones came out great. So we'll order a bunch where we get some more stuff. We still have some stickers left. So if anybody needs some stickers, let us know. Um, we'll send them out to you or meet you somewhere. We'll drop them off. I've been tagging people. If you find one on your car, it was probably me. So I don't know if it's legal or not, but we'll find out if we get a cease and desist. We'll gladly put that letter up on the podcast. It's the same one from all of our official unofficial sponsors that tell us to stop saying their names. But
Right.
as far as us joking about the sponsorship, seriously though, thank you to Acronym Brewing. They were fantastic. They were
Mhm.
so kind to me and really really nice talking with Lacey of reaching out and just saying, hey, can we do something with you guys? So we'll definitely be doing something with them in the future. They hooked us up with a bunch of great beer and a bunch of really cool stuff. I didn't have their glass because I was trying to be fancy tonight. But they gave us some glasses, some sticker, they gave us some beer to try out, and we'll definitely be back there to do an episode on site. And then, like Lee mentioned, we're in a couple of weeks we'll be doing. I think that'll probably be our first remote one, right? I
I
don't
think
think we have anything
so.
planned in the next weeks that are going to be. anywhere like on location, right?
Right. Not that I know of. Not yet, at least. Might
Yeah.
change. Might kind of doubt it.
Right, right. So we'll be in a couple of weeks. We'll be doing our first on location stream at Immortals Key Brewery. Now were they like attached to somewhere? Was it like a winery? But you said something else like
They own both. They're just starting this winery now too. They're in that Pymatuming camp in Pennsylvania, so they have a huge winery there and this brewery, and they're right next door to each other. So a really cool place if you're in the area, and Pymatuming brings in people too to camp, in Pennsylvania. So if you're in the area or you're coming there to camp, this is a great place to stop and check out. It's a lot of fun. They're closed obviously for the season now, but they're opening back up.
were they open what days were they open for like their tasting room is open right now, right?
Just for carry out right now.
Gotcha.
Like their hours are really limited right now. It's just for like 3 to 7 Monday through Friday. It's really limited.
Gotcha. Awesome. Now that when at least from the photos that I saw that Lacey took, that place looked like way bigger than I would have assumed.
It's pretty big, and the tasting room is sizable as well. They have a lot of it like kind of cut off right now, but it's cool, and it's really like rustic looking on the inside. It's kind of exactly what you'd expect. It's kind of like dark, but in like a cool kind of by design way,
Yeah. Dude, I'm pumped. No,
They
go
have
ahead.
the top tables, but the stand on the table is actually like the boat motor. I mean, just like really cool stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped. I think it'll be sweet. I can't wait till we go down there. It's like I said, a couple of weeks away, but I'm pumped that we're having a place like that to do our first like actual live remote episode, and
Right.
we picked such an awesome spot out there. So,
And if you want to see pictures, I forgot to mention this too. Check out at Lacey Neal Photography on Instagram or Facebook. She posted pictures of Mortals Key Brewery and tagged them in it. And I think they might even shared some too. So check out Mortals Key on Facebook and Lacey Neal Photography on Facebook or on Instagram as well to see pictures of Mortals Key Brewing.
yeah, she got some really cool photos on there too. It was awesome. Did we post anything on our Instagram? We'll put a couple of them on there as well, and then we'll tag obviously Lacey on there so that we can actually see. But it was Lacey Neal Photography. Bam!
There.
Look at that.
Look at that. That is fancy.
Did I even spell photography right?
Yep, you did.
Oh, no way! First try. If anybody knows me, I can't spell for anything, especially a couple of beers deep. So, right on, man. Well, dude, I would say our first official, unofficial kind of live stream
It was
video.
I agree. It was good.
It was great. So, and honestly, I don't think we need to do really any editing to this.
I think so either.
I'm just gonna put the audio out there, and I'm saying this because I'm lazy, and the last one took me a long time. So,
oh, dude, that was rough. We talked for so long.
honestly, and that was funny. So the episode that we did with Josh was an awesome episode. It was great, dude. We loved it, but it was just we talked for like 4 fucking hours. And it was a great problem to have. Don't get me wrong. We loved it. We were fucking dying laughing. I remember we finally hung up and went to bed, and I was like, my fucking sides hurt the next day just from laughing, like cheeks from just like smiling and laughing the whole time. But
it was fun.
It was tough to like listen. We know that we've got some awesome fans and people that are supporting us, but there's no way we're going to convince people to listen to us for 4 hours. Like we got to try and trim this down a little bit,
Right.
And it was tough because there were so many great points, and I felt terrible every time I had to like take a segment out based on time. I felt bad, but we're slowly kind of figuring out our timing on this. I think we got more stuff in tonight when it was just us, than when we have a guest on.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like topic wise that we can kind of go down rabbit holes and still kind of get back a little bit. So.
Mm-hmm.
Look at us, man, getting better every episode. Well,
for sure. This is good. I like this a lot.
Awesome, man. I even like this. Do you like the background?
I think the background is sweet.
I had a different one on there, but I like this one. It was more like blatant bar, even though it has our photos on there, like you can still kind of see what was going on in the background.
Sure. And I'm gonna get some better stuff behind me too. Right now I just have like craft storage room stuff. So
yeah, man, I was trying to make like a little setup here. I think eventually I'll get like something. Maybe I'll do something like the spare room. I just like cleared everything off of our table and just like pushed it out of frame. So I won't move the camera, but if I did, you would just see piles of stuff, pushed out of the way. But we'll get there eventually, man. Right on. Well, hey, why don't you give us our patented normal sign off? So this is funny how that people are gonna see us doing this, because we'll talk about shit and be like, all right, we're gonna do our little sign off, or we'll do our intro and all that, and then it'll take 10 minutes and we'll talk about it, and then we'll go silent for a little bit and get a nice clean take, and I'll edit it all nice. So it's kind of funny for people to see like behind the scenes a little bit, kind of peeling back the curtain. So
hey guys, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and now Twitch at Drink About It Podcast. Doing a live stream now
whenever the hell we do it. Yeah.
We have to make a schedule. New schedule is going to be dropping soon.
Yeah, we'll probably have to schedule these out, right? We'll at least tell people.
We have to figure out what the live stream schedule is going to look like if we're going to do this live.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll be able to do, at least for now, like a Mondays at 8 kind of thing. Like, we'll still be putting out the episodes everywhere that you normally get them, but like Lee said, we'll put out a maybe like a schedule if we can, or at least like a date and time when we know we're gonna do one.
And we'll at least drop the audio weekly. You can be on the lookout for that for sure.
Hey, shout out to our Instagram page. We're trying to grow that a little bit. We've been that's how we got found out by the B3F podcast. That's how they found us. So if you haven't already, check out our Instagram. We're trying to get some more people over that way. We're sending some photos of the beers that we're drinking. Every time we're doing these visits at breweries, Lee's wife Lacey's going out there with her camera. She's taking some awesome photos. So we're starting to put some more content out that way. So definitely make sure, if you haven't already, check out our Instagram page at Drink About It Podcast. And then if you haven't noticed the scrolling bar across the bottom this entire time that we've been talking for an hour and a half, all the links to Acronym Brewing, which is the beer that I was drinking tonight. The awesome guys over there that hooked us up with that. So make sure you check those guys out and give them a follow on Instagram and show them some love as well. And
be on lookout February 6th, live from Mortal's Key. That's going to be huge.
We did it again. Damn it. It's so hard to say that right.
That'll be big, though. That'll be a lot of fun for everyone.
Yeah. Hey, Mortals.
We're going to talk to the owners. Yeah. Rocking the merch already. Mortal's Key.
Yeah. It was not planned at all, but I just happened to be rocking the shirt that they gave us. When you guys.
Our other sponsors here, Slipknot,
Slipknot, official sponsor, official band of Drink About It podcast is Slipknot. That would be fucking sweet. Hey, Slipknot, if you happen to be listening, Corey Taylor, if you're listening to us by chance,
I would give my left hand to talk to Corey Taylor on this podcast.
Listen, Lee legitimately would give his left hand just to talk to him. He doesn't have to see him, like a phone call. Like, it could be anybody else. But it could be somebody just pretending to be Corey. He'd probably still give his left hand. That would be sweet. That'd be awesome, man. I'm gonna reach out. I know Lacey shot a message out to Ashi when he did that awesome video from us. But I'm gonna keep fucking blowing him up on Instagram. He's on Twitch a lot, so I'm gonna blow his ass up on Instagram and see if we can't have him. That'd be sweet. But
awesome.
Guys, if you're ever interested in doing an episode, anybody who wants to come on, we'd love to talk to you. We'd love to talk to everybody at different walks of life and just kind of get their insight on shit as we stumble our way through these episodes. But yeah, I mean, we've had different people, and we do the whole beer thing. We're going out to the different breweries, but even if you know nothing about beer or don't like it or want anything like that, we'd still love to have you on. We're looking to really expand here in 2021 and get some different guests on. So if you're ever interested, it's super approachable. Obviously, it's just us. We're kind of idiots, but it's pretty simple to set up. Even if you don't have to have these professional studios like we have here on my dining table and Lee's spare bedroom.
Let's come in a closet.
You definitely don't have to have a professional studio set up. We can get you hooked up on just your phone, your laptop. Pretty much every episode we've done, I don't think anybody's had, with the exception of Omega Jugs. Nobody's really had any real setup at all. It's just been
She does
like
that
phones.
streaming thing,
Yeah,
so
she actually does have a nice setup, like way better than what we have here. But everybody else we've had has just been like laptops or cell
right,
phones, right?
right.
Basically. So it's pretty simple to be a guest. Just shoot us a message, shoot us a text if you know us, or slide into those DMs.
Anytime.
Anytime. All right, guys, we're going to sign off here, but we will catch you next week some point. And then, like Lee said, keep an eye out. We'll be doing some more of these live streams. And then obviously you can listen to this episode and more anywhere you stream your podcasts. And that's about it.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.